Welcome to the 245 podcast. Today we have a fantastic lineup of guests for you. Joining us on the show are Micah, Josh, Joey, and Mitch, who bring a unique perspective and a wealth of knowledge to the table. Get ready for an hour of insightful discussions, thought-provoking questions, and a lot of laughs as we dive into some of the most pressing topics of the day. So sit back, relax, and let's get started.
Ooh,
Joey, are you okay? Because that's like nothing like our usual intro. What's happening?
Yeah, so if you're like really confused, that intro, that whole thing that I read was created by AI right now.
Oh no, we're letting AI take over the podcast?
Yeah,
already?
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think of that before. We could just be like, write an hour-long script, and then we just could read the script. Or we just copy and paste it into like text to talk, and then we just don't do a podcast.
I think people would listen to text to talk of AI scripts.
yeah.
For an hour? It's not.
Oh, yeah.
But only if it was in like that TikTok girl voice. That, you know? I did this. I can't. That's not even close to the actual thing. But you guys know what I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It would definitely be more factually accurate than our other podcasts, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Entertaining? No way. But factually based? For sure. It would be.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about ChatGPT specifically today. But before we do that, let's see how everyone's doing. Mitch, how has your morning been?
It's been 20 minutes long.
You know, mine's not been much longer than that. Me and Joey's has been approximately 50 minutes long. We woke up almost an hour ago.
Yep. And we did nothing in that hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except drink a protein shake.
Yeah, I drank some chocolate milk. If you're not surprised by that.
Wow.
Joey, why did you drink a
Groundbreaking.
protein shake?
Because he's getting swole.
No, not that.
Yeah, since when do you do that?
No, they just have them in the AK food area, and they're really good.
26 grams.
You just
of
drink them
protein.
because they taste good, not because you're trying to bulk up.
Yes.
Okay, fair.
So I just saw that last night, and I was like, ooh, that looks really good. So then I bought it, and then I just put it in my fridge, and then I drank it for like a little breakfast snack.
Nice.
Pre-podcast protein.
Yeah, pre-pod.
PPP.
Yeah, PPP.
Josh, what time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 7:10.
Oh, my word.
Did you get anything productive done from then until now?
Yes, I finished my Calc 3 assignment, and I read a book chapter on material defects and did a worksheet on that.
I love to do light reading on material defects every morning
Yeah.
when I wake up.
Point defects, linear defects, very fascinating things.
Sounds exciting. You know, I got to say, guys, it's good to be back on the podcast after missing a whole week.
Did you listen to the one where you weren't there?
I did listen to it. I thought it was a pretty banger episode, and I didn't really appreciate the diss at me that things went perfectly fine when setting up the episode. I'd just like to point out that Toast was the one that helped Joey set up, and he's way more knowledgeable in this stuff than me. So I'm gonna give that one to Toast. Give Joey no credit. Just kidding. No. It was fine. It was really fun to listen to you guys and hear about Joey's major a little more. So, did you guys just hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Joey, did you hear that?
What? No,
I did.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Josh heard it. Why didn't you hear it?
I don't know.
Well,
Joey,
you guys
I'm
know what it
literally in a
is.
different state, and I heard it.
Yeah, that's how loud it is.
Man, I should probably go see a doctor about that or something.
Yeah.
Well, we got some mail, it sounds like. So I'm going to go check the email, the 245 email. Looks like we got 3 emails from about mid-January. So we're a little late to reading these. But, you know, never better. Nope.
Yep.
Better late than never.
There you go.
Thanks, Josh. All right. First one is from my father, John Clark. He said on the subject, loving it. And for context, he was having trouble with his Apple ID, so he couldn't listen to any podcasts on Apple Podcasts because it wasn't letting him do stuff. But he finally got it figured out. So he said, hey guys, finally got my Apple ID password figured out and have listened to several of your podcasts from the beginning through the junior year one and also the most recent one. I think at this point now, in February, he's listened to all of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm loving it. And
You went crazy.
He binged them. He did. I'm loving it and give you guys 5 out of 5 stars for the content and the humor, and at the same time, the seriousness that you display when appropriate.
Yes.
When appropriate.
When appropriate. Also, for the record, I thought the fresh meat hats were hilarious.
Yes! Let's go.
I believe that Mr. Schumacher and I and a few other parents in the back had started laughing when they were handed out and then had to quickly change our tune and pretend that we were upset by it when Mr. Scott got up and sucked all the joy out of the room. Yikes.
Hey, yo.
Thanks for the email, Dad.
No chill.
Oh, that is funny. I haven't read that email since we got it. I totally forgot about that. Oh, that's good.
So it sounds like we're still in the right. And I think the people now realize that we're definitely in the right.
We're certified based.
Yep. Certified base.
CB.
We need to put that in our podcast description.
All right. Next email is subject, Micah, you're not alone. This is from Sam Durfus.
Oh, no. I'm
He
so
said-
concerned.
This was after I talked about going into the ditch
Okay.
on 65.
Okay.
He said, hi, 245. Did you know that 10 of the 31 most dangerous intersections in Minnesota are on that little stretch of 65 that Mike swerved off? I'm a godlike
What?
driver, so I'm a godlike driver, so I've never done it, but many have. Now, every time you drive on that road, you can think of how much danger you're in. Sam.
Wait, so he said 10 out of the top 31
Yep.
most dangerous intersections in the state are all on 65.
I
No.
believe that.
That one
Yeah.
That one
And then he
intersection
linked to
is
a Care 11 article.
yeah. That intersection is ranked 10 out of 31.
Oh, 10 out of
Oh.
31. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And then like Josh said, he was linked to an article that talked about like all the accidents that happen on the intersection.
Really?
So I guess I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam, for that email.
Yeah, very insightful. Thank
Yeah.
you. We appreciate those.
I will be thinking about that every time I go across that
Thanks, Dad.
intersection. This next one, Mitch, you'll like this one, is
Oh.
subject, thank you, Mitchell.
Okay.
It is from Beth Ritzma,
Let's go.
Joey's mom. She said, good afternoon, gentlemen. I've enjoyed listening to your latest podcasts. First of all, thank you, Mitchell, for remembering what my email said. Your words such as onslaught and embark made for an exciting listening experience.
Yes. Let's go.
Secondly, you asked for the listener's opinion on Joey driving home after skiing instead of staying in Wausau. Excellent idea to come home early, even though the game ultimately was canceled. Stay amazing, Mrs. Ritzma or Mom.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
So I guess
So
your mom's
Joey's
backing you
decision
up.
was based.
Yeah.
Certified base by
Yeah. Because
Beth Ritzma.
moms always know best.
But the game was canceled, so
But she acknowledged that and still said it was the right decision. So I think it was a good decision.
we'll see about that.
And I'll say, well, we won't.
I guess
Mike,
we'll never
what in
know.
the future will make us see about
Yeah.
that?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Shall we get into the episode?
I think we shall.
Talk a little bit about ChatGPT. Joe, you got any interesting information about it for us about ChatGPT?
Yeah, first let me explain if you've never heard of this. So what this is, it's called ChatGPT.
Oh, you actually got it right.
I
this
can
time.
only say it right if I'm reading it. So I got the article up so I can read it.
I've heard GPD.
Wait, what do you usually say?
I've heard GPD. I've heard GTP. I've heard TPJ. I've heard.
So you
Pretty much
just do
every
any
chat
random three
NYPD.
letters that sound
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. So, anyways, so you have to like make an account, but then when you get it, you can have like different conversations with like an AI bot. I don't know exactly how it works, but I found the Wikipedia article. I'm going to read just a little bit of it so we can kind of understand what's going on here. So, ChatGPT, does anyone know what that stands for? Yeah, I didn't think so, nerds. Generative Pre-trained Transformer. What? The T is Transformer.
Earth.
Is it?
Earth.
Autobots roll out.
Is it? Oh, here's a question. It's very deep. If it's a Transformer, is it an Autobot or a Decepticon?
We'll find out.
We'll find
I
out.
think we'll let the future decide.
I
that
think, yeah, I got a hot take about it, but we'll move on. Is a chatbot Launched by OpenAI in November 2022. It is built on top of OpenAI's GPT-3 family of large language models, and it has fine-tuned an approach to transfer learning with both supervised and reinforced learning techniques.
Wow.
Yes. I was going to jump down to this paragraph is kind of crazy because it gives examples of what this thing can do. So although the core function of a chatbot is to mimic a human conversationalist, ChatGPT is versatile. For example, it can write and debug computer programs, compose music, tell plays, fairy tales, and student essays to answer test questions, sometimes depending on the test at a level above the average human test taker, to write poetry and song lyrics, to evaluate a Linux system, to simulate an entire chat room, to play games like tic-tac-toe. Fact check, that is not true. I don't know why it says that, but we tried. We cannot play tic-tac-toe.
Or chess.
Because it doesn't have like a visual thing. It's just a chat bot. So anyways, ChatGPT's training data includes man pages. Actually, that last sentence didn't matter. It says something that I can't understand. So
Irrelevant.
anyways, that's a little bit about it.
Yeah. So, Josh, has there been any like talk of this program at Dort?
I haven't heard many people talk about it. I got introduced to it in programming class last semester. Just at the end of one of our classes, we were doing some like more overarching talk about technology in general, and as Dort profs tend to do, like talking about the pros and cons and like negative and positive implications. And he showed us ChatGPT and just some of like the concerns he had with it. So that was where I first learned about it. And I've played around with it a little, not a lot, but surprisingly, I haven't heard like many other people talking about it. And like when I mentioned it to my friends, they're like, "Oh, I haven't heard of that." And I haven't like showed them, so they haven't seen how cool it is, but it's pretty sick.
So you've known about this since last semester and you never told us?
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you guys. Actually, I'm positive I did, and you guys hadn't heard of it, and now you probably don't remember.
I could have been cheating on so many papers. Wait. I didn't write any papers last semester.
Wait.
Just kidding. I would not cheat.
One thing I wanted to say is I feel like a lot of people who maybe don't understand AI or just like haven't seen it at work could maybe say, oh, so it's just like a different version of Siri or like the Google Assistant where you ask it a question and it will respond. And I'd say, as far as I understand it, the primary difference is that Siri or like Google Assistant is basically searching the internet and it will copy and like tell you things it finds. So it's not creating any new information of its own. ChatGPT is very different in the fact that it's searching and looking over data in all this, not the same ways, but it's also doing that. But instead of just copying and relaying that information to you, it's synthesizing and creating entirely new things. So, for example, if you ask it to write an essay on something, it's not going to copy the Wikipedia page and paste it. It's going to like scan over tons and tons of information and synthesize a new original paper with that information that has like never been written before. So that's why like it's a little concerning for cheating reasons, because you can't, I'm not positive on this, but I think it would be a lot less likely to get flagged for plagiarism because it's creating brand new like text. And I'm not sure how closely it would replicate like the things it's found that information from. But if it's synthesizing information in an entirely new way, I'm guessing it wouldn't be flagged for plagiarism near as often. And I've already heard a story of one of the engineers I know who like used ChatGPT to write a final paper for philosophy and got like a 97 on it. So,
Holy crap.
Yeah. There's not a lot of talk of it at Northwestern. And the few people we've asked about it, they've known what it is. And we've talked to a couple people who have used it for helping them like with points for a paper. They haven't used it to write entire papers, but
Yeah, or like create study guides.
yeah, create
Stuff
study
like that.
guides or stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy what you can do with it. I know someone said like people are already working on programs to like run papers through to check if it's been like written by ChatGPT. But like, how would you know? I feel like, I don't know, maybe there's a certain way or certain programming you can do to have it tell if it was written in there.
I'm guessing if you understood how the AI worked a lot better than we do, there would be ways to like flag it, but I don't know what that would be.
Yeah. So actually in the Wikipedia article, I was just reading through it, and there's a few things that I think are kind of interesting. So ChatGPT has written introductions and abstract sections of scientific articles, which raises ethical questions. Several papers have already listed ChatGPT as co-author. That's kind of weird.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then they were talking about that, how like this could be like the end of high school English, because like you could just use that to write papers. But they did mention that they're trying to find ways to actually like you can run a paper through it and check if it's written by AI. But there's a few things at the bottom here. So as of January 4th, 2023, the New York City Department of Education has restricted access to ChatGPT from its public school internet and devices.
Okay.
So like already people are seeing like this could be a problem and they're already banning it. But this is a really interesting one, okay? In a blinded test, ChatGPT was judged to have passed graduate level exams at the University of Minnesota at this level of a C+ student. And at Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania with a B to B- grade. So you could just use ChatGPT and you could pass graduate level exams at the U of M.
Wow.
That's kind of spooky. That's really spooky.
Sounds like you need it because you can't even say GPT.
Well, that is such a low low.
Yeah.
GPT.
The Great British Pound.
Maybe.
It's okay, Joey. Can't all speak. Just kidding.
Yeah, Joey's just unable to talk.
No, Joey's just a big fan of gross domestic product, so that's why he likes
that's
GPT.
really why. Yeah, you know.
Can't help but talk about it.
Yeah, in ministry, you just learn so much about that. Anyways, but if you go to like the basic website, there's a few things that it gives you. So examples of stuff that it recommends you like typing in. So it's like explain quantum computing in simple terms. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? That would be helpful. And how do I make an HTTP request in JavaScript? So those would be examples of like questions you could answer. But then it says like different capabilities it has. So it remembers what users said earlier in the conversation. So that's kind of interesting. So like you could write an essay, have it generate a response, and then you can be like, I need 50 more words. Add 50 more words to that, and it could go back and actually remember that.
Insane.
It says allows users to provide follow-up corrections. I don't know what that means. Like you can tell it like it was the wrong answer.
I think that's
and
kind
it
of
will
what you
revise
said.
it.
Yeah. Yep. And it also say that it's trained to decline inappropriate requests. So example of this is I typed in who is Micah Clark on there, and then it gave like a generic response like I'm not allowed to.
A handsome. Oh,
wait.
Definitely did not say that, but it said like that is something that I can't do.
it also won't do political stuff either. Like,
Yes, it's
if you
so
say
lame.
like write or say something mean about Joe Biden, it won't do anything.
Yep. But it does have some limitation, guys. Okay, so that's good. This is not the all-powerful AI. It says may occasionally generate incorrect information.
Occasionally.
That's really funny. May occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content.
Okay.
Oh,
In limited knowledge of world and events after 2021.
oh, dang. Well, not much has happened.
So for AI, they need to like train the AI. So this, I think GPT was trained in like 2021. So anything past that, like it's not trained with yet. So that's why it said it won't have like information past that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting to think about.
Yeah. But apparently, someone told us that they were working on one that was 8 times faster and 8 times smarter, but you're going to have to pay to use it. So it's going to be only be able to use by like certain like organizations and stuff. It's not going to be just open to everyone like it is right now.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably say the company that made this is called OpenAI. And they have other stuff too. Like if you ever have heard of DALL-E, it's like DALLE. I've seen videos of that and stuff too. It basically creates original images with stuff you prompt it with. So like, give me a picture of a gorilla riding a bike on Mars, and it won't like just Google image search. Like it will look for those specific images and then like make you five original images of what you said, and it's actually really impressive. So that's another cool thing.
Is that open to everyone too?
Yeah, you should try it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll try that sometime.
I think you get like a few free ones per week or per month, and after that you have to pay. But you can definitely try it for free. But you were saying how they're working on a faster one. Depending on what you ask ChatGPT to do, it is like a little slow. So I just prompted it. I said, write Python code for a tic-tac-toe game. And it took probably like a minute and a half. And it just kind of goes line by line and then thinks a little and then writes some more lines of code. And it did do it. And I'll probably like copy this into Python shell later to see if it works, because that would be cool. But I'm sure it does. And that was in my programming class. That was kind of one thing he showed, like how for assignments you could just ask it to do what the assignment says, and it would give you functional Python code, which is kind of crazy.
Dang. Yeah, we tried a few things. We tried like write a sermon, and it was slowly writing out a sermon. We didn't try to see how long it would last. I'm curious if it would like actually write like a half an hour sermon or if it would stop at a certain point. But it was just crazy how like it was like, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Or like, today we're preaching on this topic based on the verse, Ephesians 2:10. Blah, blah. And it was just like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of fun having it open in classes sometimes and like just using it to generate stuff and then just comparing it to what the professor says. So like an example of that is like I typed in what are the 3 main points of Luke 14:25 through 33, and then like this is what it wrote. And then when we did it, we looked at like other sermons that people wrote about this passage, and it usually got like 2 of the 3 points right. For most of them. So it said the 3 main points of Luke 14:25 through 33 are the cost of discipleship. Jesus emphasizes that following him requires a total commitment and involves sacrifices, including leaving behind family and possessions. And then the next one was the priority of loyalty. Jesus teaches that one's loyalty to God must take precedence over all other relationships, even those with family. And the last one is the importance of counting the cost. Jesus encourages those who are considering becoming his disciples to carefully consider the cost of their decision before making a commitment to follow him.
Wow, I would never believe that that came from that.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Also, I just
what?
I just was trying Dolly here, and I wrote Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson lifting a giant apple while riding a bike, and it's quite the image. It's none of them really look exactly like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I gotta say.
The first picture's hands are enormous. They're so disproportionate.
You know what? We're gonna post this picture on Instagram the day this podcast comes out.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys.
We'll make some more Dolly images too.
Yeah. We'll show some of our creations.
Guys, update. I just tried the tic-tac-toe code and it definitely works. So
Did you play
Let's
it?
go.
I'm playing it. It's not like AI versus me. It's they coded it as a 2-player game, so like you'd have another person sitting here and typing in their moves too. So I'm just like playing myself, but it works. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, computer science majors gotta love that.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, find the error in this code, and it'll just do it. That's kind of crazy. Then I was messing around, and I had a JV game, and I was like, I wonder what it says for this. So I said how to win a JV high school basketball game, and it listed out like all these aspects, and it was like teamwork, fundamentals, defense, mental preparation, game plan, conditioning, coaching, and then it gave like a sentence about each of those things. And then it was like, remember, winning a JV basketball game requires a combination of skill, teamwork, and determination. So now I don't think we're ever going to lose because I mean...
Yeah.
You have ChatGPT on your side.
Yeah.
It should be his warm up, like motivational speech.
Yeah.
6 Man of the Year. ChatGPT.
Starting varsity. ChatGPT.
Okay, guys, I asked ChatGPT to write a country song about being responsible, which, if you recall, we have done before. So would you like to hear ChatGPT's
Ours is definitely better.
Responsible song?
Oh, I would love to.
Okay. It has a verse 1, a chorus, a verse 2, a bridge, and an outro. So I'll start with the verses. Actually, I'll do verse 1, chorus, verse 2, bridge, and the outro. So you'll only hear the chorus once. But verse 1, I was raised in the countryside with the sun on my face and the wind in my hair, taught to be honest, hardworking, and proud, to take care of the land and to never back down. I'm a responsible man with my feet on the ground, and I do what I can and I don't make a sound. I keep my word and I stand by my name.
Yeah.
I'm a responsible man. It's just the way I was raised. That was the chorus.
Yeah.
Verse 2, I got a family that I love with all my heart and a job that keeps food on the table and a roof over our heads. I pay my bills and I treat people right, and I take pride in doing what's expected of me every night. Then the bridge. Some folks say that life is just a game, but I believe in working hard and taking things in stride. I'm proud of who I am and what I've done, and I won't let anyone tell me I haven't won. Then the outro. So if you're looking for someone who you can count on, just remember that I'll always be around. I'm a responsible man, and I'll always stand my ground. Bang.
Ours is better.
Yeah, ours is way better than that.
Ours was better, but it was still funny.
Hey, I got into ChatGPT finally.
Oh yeah, sometimes it
Go.
hits capacity and you can't log on, but
Yeah, but now I just got on, so we're good. Yo, this summer we definitely need to write a song using ChatGPT.
Yeah,
So-
that'd be really funny.
and then like add chords to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Wait, Josh, can you?
yeah, you
have
can
it add chord.
Yeah,
charts
you can
to it?
do chord charts too. So
Oh, there
you
we
can
go.
just say write a progression for that song in the key of C, and it will do it.
I'm curious what it says if I write the same thing.
Yeah, I always wonder that. Will it generate the exact same response?
Write a country song about being responsible. Is that what it was?
Write a country song about being responsible. Yeah.
It's loading.
Okay, here's a fun game. Okay, so I typed in, what is the problem with our world? It is currently listing off different problems. Six. Let's play a game. Let's see how many we can guess. I'm going to give you one clue. It tends to be more liberal for all 6 of these issues.
What's wrong with our world?
What's wrong with our world?
Probably
Sam.
something about climate change and global warming.
Ding, ding, ding. Number 1, climate change.
Survey says.
Is there anything about like wage gaps?
Ding, ding, ding. Number 2, inequality.
Racism.
No.
That's
Wow.
That's
No.
part of inequality.
I mean,
probably.
that's
Yeah.
sort of inequality. I'm trying
There's
to
six?
would
Okay.
poverty or
There's 6.
hunger be in inequality, or is that a different one?
That is actually mentioned in inequality. So it's
Okay.
economic, social, and political inequities lead to poverty, hunger, and lack of access to education and healthcare.
That's pretty broad. Is overpopulation one?
No, overpopulation is not one.
I think we hit 8 billion people in the world, right?
Did we?
Is that a big deal?
I think so.
Oh,
I don't know.
We've been at 7 billion.
I just
for a
saw that
while,
on Daily
so-
Dose of Internet. So
They've been close, at least. What are the other ones, Joey?
political instability,
Oh, yeah.
pandemics,
Pandemic.
environmental degradation, and cybersecurity.
No.
I should have guessed that one.
Those are.
Target would know about that.
Oh, that's a low blow.
Ooh. All right. I did the same thing as Josh, write a country song about being responsible. Let's see how different it is. Verse 1. I was raised in a small town where the values are still around, where hard work and honesty are the traits that can't be found.
Yeah.
I learned to stand on my own 2 feet and to never tell a lie. When it comes to being responsible, I give it a good try.
Whoa.
I'm a responsible man with a plan and a steady hand. I take care of my own and I do what I can. I'm a responsible man with a heart that's true blue. I live my life with dignity and I'm proud of what I do.
Ooh.
Got a wife and a couple kids that mean the world to me. I'll do anything to keep them safe and around. It's safe and sound. That's a guarantee. I got a job and a mortgage too, but I don't complain. So I'm grateful for what I've got and I'll never play the blame. This is the bridge. I don't need fame or fortune to know what I've done all right. I just need to look at my family and know I've got it right. Outro. So if you need a helping hand or someone you can trust, just remember this one thing. I'm a responsible man. Just. What? I think I was struggling to find a rhyme at the end there.
Yeah, they're definitely.
I mean, that's basically our song.
I was looking at.
Very similar.
I was like watching, and some of the lines matched up really close. Like it was definitely different.
Yeah.
And like verse 2 was a lot different, and the bridge was quite a bit different. But verse 1 was very similar. So yeah, I thought it would generate something totally new because I don't think it can run the exact same thing like twice. But yeah, it's definitely has similarities, which makes sense. Mike, I did just now do right chords for that song in C major, and then it will give you a whole like chord chart with the lines. It would be funny.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It'd be funny if we made like a quick demo recording of yours
right now on the pod.
No, we couldn't do it remotely, but yeah,
that'd be funny. Oh, these are the most basic chords ever.
You're the most basic chords ever.
I mean, yeah, probably is giving you C, G, A minor, and F.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have some funny prompts they've done?
I'm doing right now.
What?
Write a worship song about being selfish. Okay. Verse 1. I used to think the world revolved around me, my wants, my needs, my own agenda to see. But you, O Lord, you opened my eyes to see the harm in my selfish disguise.
Yeah.
Is this like a Toby Mac song or what? Forgive me, Lord, for I've been so blind, focused on me, leaving others behind. Teach me to love like you have shown, to serve and give and not be alone. With open arms, you welcomed me in and showed me grace and how to live. With humble hearts and hands lifted high, we'll sing you praise and glorify. Lord, let us not be selfish anymore, but show your love and love like never before. With open hearts and hands that give, we'll shine your light and truly live. We lift our voice in worship and praise for all that you are and all that you've made. And in your love, we find our peace and give our hearts to your ministry. Yeah. I like that. Sounds like every worship song these days.
I know. I watched a video of someone
me.
doing that, and like, wait, do all the contemporary worship bands use ChatGPT? Because it sounds the same.
Yeah, maybe we should pitch to Avail to use this for their next chapel. Just like write a few songs.
Yeah.
A whole chapel written by ChatGPT, sermon, announcements, and songs. I think that'd be pretty lit.
That'd be funny.
The thing is, probably like no one could tell.
No, probably not. Joey, did you put anything funny in?
Oh, no. Oh, let's see how funny it is.
Tell a joke?
Tell me a funny joke. Except I spelled funny wrong. I spelled it with 2 U. Sure, here's a classic one. Oh, no. This is... Oh, no. Well, confirmed ChatGPT is... What is it actually?
GPT.
Okay. So it says, sure, here's a classic one. Why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing.
It gave me the exact same one.
No way.
Yeah.
Uncreative.
I'm going to say, tell me a funny joke that's not about salad dressing. It's thinking really hard because that's the only joke it knows.
It gave me another
Mike
one.
got a different one.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
I heard that one.
I've heard that one before.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Because it was outstanding in its field.
Yup. Mitch, how did you know?
Mitch.
Dude, I'm just kind of goated like that.
That was a bad joke. Give me another.
Bad AI.
That is I just wrote, write a joke about Fortnite. Why did the Fortnite player cross the road? To get to the other battle royale.
He crossed the road to play PUBG.
That's a banger.
Okay, I just typed in how to win a Fortnite game. Mitch, you are our resident expert on Fortnite.
Okay.
And winning at Fortnite.
I need to analyze this.
Yeah, so let's analyze this. First one, learn the map.
Okay.
Okay. Second one, practice building.
Okay. If you're playing build mode, yeah.
Third, find the right weapons.
Yes.
Okay. 4, stay aware of the storm.
Okay, obviously. That's just any battle royale.
And 5, work with your team.
I play solo a lot, so
It says, remember, winning in Fortnite is ultimately about adapting to changing circumstances and making smart decisions on the fly. Good luck! Exclamation point.
Hey guys, why did the Minecraft player go to the doctor?
Why?
Because they had blockhead.
What?
What?
Sounds like they're trying to like say like blackheads or something, like on your nose. But
I don't know what
Maybe-
they're trying to say.
I don't know why you would go to the
I
doctor.
don't think
for
blockhead is a condition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
that. Marvel. These
These are the worst jokes I've ever heard. Why did Iron Man join the MCU? Because he wanted to upgrade from solo to team play.
What? That's not even a joke.
That's just a reason.
Okay, so
This is the
confirmed
worst
Chat
joke telling ever.
GPT is not very funny.
No.
Yeah, he's unfunny.
This is actually so much fun.
Josh, is there anything that you don't understand from any of your classes that you could ask GPT about?
Oh, let me
Because
think.
I'm kind of curious if it can like explain a bunch of like super complicated stuff about like
Yeah.
engineering or calculus
You
3.
should explain that one equation that Joey thinks he was right about.
I
With-
was right.
with
no,
time remote.
dude, we should try to type that in.
What would you do with the time remote?
If you freeze time, do the air particles lock in place? I think I spelled particles wrong.
Stupid.
Could you move if time was frozen for everyone but you?
No, freezing time does not mean that air particles lock in place. Time is a concept related to the progression of events and the change that occurs in the world. It doesn't affect physical properties of matter. Freezing time is a hypothetical idea, and there is currently no scientific evidence or technology to support this notion. Fact check, Joey was wrong.
That's so dumb. That's
Okay.
such a compound answer by Chat
I will-
GDP.
No, that's literally what I said, Joey.
I-
I don't think macrophysics relates to the freezing of time. Like it doesn't change the physicalness of the world.
Well, in this case, it does because it's a hypothetical.
Okay.
So if you
can-
could stop time, you wouldn't be able to move
Okay,
because
Joey.
the particles wouldn't move. Okay.
I'm going to ask it to explain directional derivatives from multivariable calculus.
There we go. That's a good question.
While you explain that, it's currently writing a rap song about Minecraft. So
Guys, we
You-
can
you
make
explain your
we
thing,
can
Josh,
make
while this-
so many banger like music songs. That was a very bad way to say that. We can make a lot of good songs with this just because we wouldn't have to spend time writing lyrics.
guys, when we meet up weekly during the summer to record podcasts, we got to record a song every week. I mean,
That would be crazy.
Yeah, the outro song every week is like a Chat GTP song.
honestly. Okay, what does your thing say about whatever you said?
Do you guys really want me to read it?
Directional
It's just a
derivatives.
bunch of it's a bunch of calculus terms that you wouldn't understand, so I don't know if it's worth it.
we want to hear it more
Send
than
it.
anything else we want to hear today.
Okay. Here we go. A directional derivative in multivariable calculus is a measure of how much a scaled value function changes as you move it in a specific direction in its input space. It is a type of partial derivative that gives you information about the rate of change of a function along a particular direction rather than its overall change. Given a scalar function of multiple values, f of x, y, and z, the directional derivative in the direction of a vector u is defined as the derivative in the function f along the direction u and is given by, and then it has the math notation, which is the gradient vector dotted with the u vector.
Oh yeah, I know. About
So where delta f is the gradient of f and u of x, u of y, and u of z are the components of the vector u. The gradient is a vector of partial derivatives that points in the direction of the greatest rate of increase of the function. The directional derivative represents how much the function changes along the direction specified by the vector u. The directional derivative is useful in a variety of applications, including optimization, physics, and engineering, where it provides information about the rate of change of a function along a specific direction.
I think our episode retention rate just dropped to 0. So
I told you guys,
Now no one's
and you were
listening.
like, "Oh no, we want to hear it." So
we
No.
did.
Thank you,
Okay.
Josh.
Well-
I enjoyed that.
We'll bring him back with this Minecraft rap. You guys ready for this?
yep, I'm so ready.
You know, I feel like I need like a track behind me playing while I sing the song. I'm gonna find
Cats and boots.
you guys do something else while I find a rap track.
Okay, I got a question. How do I tell my girlfriend that I need to break up with her?
Oh, bro.
We'll rate how good this is.
Okay.
Choose the right time and place. Find a private, quiet location where you can talk without interruptions. Make sure you're both free from distractions and have enough time for an honest, respectful conversation. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Be honest and direct. Let your girlfriend know that you need to break up with her and that it's not her fault. Be clear,
It's
direct,
not you, it's me.
and try to avoid blaming or accusing her. Express your feelings. Listen to her. Offer support. What is that? If your girlfriend is upset or emotional, offer her comfort and support. Let her know that you care about her and you'll be there if she
Obviously you
needs anything.
don't. Joey,
Yeah.
what are the odds you use this to write your vows for
Okay.
the wedding?
Um,
Tell her to write some vows for your
Okay.
wife.
Yeah, we're not writing our own vows at the wedding. We're doing the generic ones because those are kind of base.
Well, instead of doing generic ones, just use ChatGPT.
Okay.
Write some vows right now.
Have you found a track for?
Yeah, I have. I want you to do this first.
Okay, write some vows for my wedding. Okay. Here are some sample vows you could use at your wedding. 1, traditional vow. Oh, this is the traditional one. Promise to love and cherish you, sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, as long as we both shall live. Those are great vows. I really like that one. Okay, personalized vows. Partner name. From the moment I met you, I knew that you were the one for me. That is so not true. Show me one person that's just like, I laid eyes on her and that's so stupid.
Love at first sight.
Yeah, because then you're falling in love with looks, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's a terrible thing. Short and sweet vows. I choose you, partner name, to be my partner in life. I promise to love you, support you, and be there for you always. Humorous vow. Let's go. Here we
This is
go.
for Joey.
I, your name, promise to always make you laugh. That is so untrue. I'm the funniest person I know, and I cannot make Mandy laugh whenever I want. That is a stupid one. Even when life gets tough. Oh, we got in a car accident. Let me tell you a joke. I vow to love you for all of our adventures, through thick and thin, for as long as we both shall live. Oh, that's it. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
So-
Joey, she hasn't laughed at your jokes because obviously you haven't even told her that Fortnite joke. Why did the Fortnite play across the road?
To get to the other battle royale.
Okay, you guys ready for my rap about Minecraft?
I'm
Yes.
very
Okay.
ready.
Sit back and relax.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Anabolic beats.
I'm in my world building up. You gotta keep the phone.
You can't do that.
You gotta keep it there.
Sorry. You just came in way too late.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know when it started.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's try this again.
Started from the top. Take 2.
I'll let it run a little bit, just so I get
Yeah.
an idea of the beat.
No, you can.
Anabolic beats.
I'm in my world, building up high. With my pick and shovel, I'm ready to fly. Crafting and mining every day and night. Gathering resources, making everything right. Playing Minecraft, it's my favorite game. Building my world, it's all the same. Digging deep down to find some gold. Gonna build a castle that'll never grow old. Creepers, zombies, they're all around. But I'm prepared with my diamond sword. I've got my gear and ready to fight. I'll take them down with all my might. Mitch, join me for the chorus.
Playing Minecraft's my favorite game. Building my world, it's all the same. Digging deep down to find some gold. Gonna build a castle that'll never grow old.
From the nether to the for it all. Building and mining, I'll never fall. I've got my friends and we're playing as a team. Together we'll conquer this blocky dream.
Playing Minecraft is our favorite game. Building our world, it's all the same. Digging deep down to find some gold. Gonna build a castle that'll never grow old.
Let's build and mine in this blocky world. Gonna make it our own and rule like a pearl. Playing Minecraft, it's the best of all. Building our world and having a ball.
Yeah.
It's our favorite game.
What is ruling like a pearl mean?
This blocky dream
Green?
will conquer. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
How do you
That
rule
was
like a
so
pearl?
hype.
Josh, what do you think of me and Mitch's rap?
I thought that was like pretty impressive. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Mitch, to answer your question, I don't know what ruling like a pearl means. I don't think that's an actual idiom. I think they just made it up.
It got lazy.
Got to find a rhyme somehow, you know?
Yep. Anyways, okay. I think
I said write a Minecraft parody of Take On Me.
I'm doing Take On Me now.
Take on me in this
Mining
Minecraft
away.
world. Building and mining like a little girl?
No,
What?
Want to mine, I'll mine it anyway.
All right. What were you talking about next?
okay.
this
Okay.
Minecraft
So
day.
we're gonna bring this back all together, and we're gonna circle back to the most important question of the day, and is if ChatGPT is a transformer, which it is. It's confirmed by Wikipedia. Is it an Autobot or a Decepticon?
Which group is funniest? Because I think that's my biggest pitch to deciding if they're an Autobot or a Decepticon.
Can you explain that? I'm so confused what you're thinking here.
Are Decepticons or Autobots funnier?
I think neither. I don't. They're robots.
Mitch,
so
this
that's-
is serious.
yeah.
Have you seen Transformers? Millions of lives are dead every year.
Yeah.
What? Definitely not that. Okay, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna answer. I think it's a Decepticon. I'll be honest with you. I think we've had some fun, and I think you can just like mess around with it, and it'd be a good time. But I'm kind of concerned it's going to. I don't know. I think it's gonna have more impact than we think it will. I think in school and stuff, and like literally anyone can use it to write like any song, any book. Like you could just have it just write a book. Like, are we gonna lose our ability to be creative if we just become reliant on AI? Or maybe it'll turn out to be like a movie, and it'll be like a world where everyone's just generating stuff with AI, and then like the people that are the coolest are those that are like original, and like that motivates everyone to be original.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's a good plot to a movie.
Yeah. I'll have it write a script for the movie, and then I'll make a movie out of it.
It's like the classic like dystopian universe.
Yeah.
Like Divergent, or like the Giver, where the one guy is trying to be different, and then he has to like run
Yeah.
away from the authority of the world, played by Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But have you guys like heard of like Bloom's taxonomy? Like it's like a
No.
learning thing.
No.
Tax. I'm typing it in. So we were talking about this in class yesterday. So it's basically like a teaching model. So like there's different levels. So like the first level is like remembering facts. Then it's like understanding, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. And I feel like stuff like this is really just like eliminating the need for like remembering and like understanding. Like I'm in a history of Christianity class, and it's kind of frustrating for me. I don't know for sure, but I feel like the test is going to be a lot of like memorizing facts. And that's kind of just frustrating for me because I can literally just like Google or Control F in my textbook and find any correct answer to what happened in all of like Christian history. So I feel like as time moves on, we have to move more to like the applying stuff and like analyzing. Like we have to be able to take all this information and either apply it to our lives, and like analyze what's good and bad for us. So I think this might have some serious implications. I think this is like the very like tip of the iceberg, and
Yeah.
we're gonna get way more advanced AIs and stuff, and it's gonna be kind of crazy.
That's what I was going to say. I think GPT in general, like I wouldn't say is like super bad. And I feel like with the stuff it can do, the worst potential it has is like people cheating, which obviously people have done with it. That's not good. But a lot of it is just like fun stuff and you can mess around with it. But I think it's showing how powerful AI is going to get. And I also listened, I think my dad sent me a Jordan Peterson podcast on where he interviewed someone who was like really into AI and knew a ton about it and basically predicted that everyone's best friend in less than 10 years will be an AI because they'll be so good at recognizing your temperament and like your needs, and they'll just be able to talk to you like no normal sinful fallen human could, because we like make mistakes and people disappoint us. But like this chat bot could learn your behavior so well that it would just be like a better quote unquote friend than any real person. I think that's obviously problematic. Like if you don't think that's problematic, I don't know, there's something wrong. Because people are built for relationships with things that are not computers. And the guy on this podcast didn't seem like he was all for AI, it seemed like. And Jordan Peterson kept trying to bring up like, isn't this like concerning? And he didn't seem to think so. And I think it's pretty concerning. So obviously with every piece of technology, there's like embedded potential for like lots of good, but then like also embedded potential for bad. And I don't know, I feel like it remains to be seen whether the good or bad potential wins out.
If you think about it, our phones are already a lot of people's best friend.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's
So
deep, Mike.
what's going to happen when AI comes in the mix? But I think it's probably Decepticon. I think the future we'll have to definitely see in the future what happens. But I mean, if you think about it, like deep fakes and like audio deep fakes too, it's crazy what you can do.
Yeah.
You can impersonate anybody.
I would also think it's a Decepticon, but I think we'll have to see. Because I think it's kind of neutral right now. I think it has to prove itself.
Yeah, it's like the Autobot that like is good right now, but like is slowly becoming evil.
Deep. Yeah, and side note, just like if there, I know there's like high school kids probably listening to this, don't cheat on tests and stuff and exams. Don't do that with that. We don't endorse that.
Nope.
No.
Just to be fair, we don't want to get canceled.
Yep. If you're a player on Joey's JV basketball team and you get caught cheating with ChatGPT, he will not let you play.
No minutes in the next game.
I don't know how that works. But
Anyways, is that about it for this episode? Are we wrapping up? Anything else anybody wants to say?
nah, I'm good. Let's get out of
Bazinga.
here.
I
Okay,
think
that's all I wanted to say.
since we introed with a generated intro from ChatGPT, I thought it'd be appropriate to give a little outro. So I said, write an outro to the 245 podcast. Here we go. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the 245 podcast. We hope you enjoyed our discussion today and have taken away some valuable insights. We'd like to remind you to subscribe to our show and follow us on social media for updates and more great content. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends and colleagues and let us know what topics you'd like to cover next time. Until then, we'll see you next week for another episode of the 245 podcast. Stay curious and keep learning.
Hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
See you in the next realm.
Peace out, gang.